Hi guys, this is Joy Ani, scrapping in my own private Idaho, and I thought today I would answer the question of how I organize paper. So I do have a lot of paper, and so you don't want to spend all your time looking for paper. So I'm going to tell how I use it and maybe some helpful things that might work for you. I think the most important thing when you're organizing your paper is you need to think about how you use your paper. For me, a lot of people do rainbow order. That does not work for me because, as I've said on other tutorials, I'm a little bit colorblind, and so that would be very frustrating for me. So, and I also don't have a lot of money to put into organizational. I've spent very little money organizing my stuff. I've been very fortunate to find things at garage sales, and so I have used those things. So first I will show you, I basically divide my paper into two things. I divide it by cardstock and by collections. So I am a former close to my heart person, and when I was selling with close to my heart, I only bought close to my heart paper, mainly because I get very distracted by all of it, and it was super versatile. So I didn't have to buy as much paper because I could buy one pack of close to my heart stuff, and it would work for me. And so when I am organizing my paper, the paper that I have, most of it is close to my heart. I'm going to show you. I would have loved to have done a video, but I am not good at filming. So this is a picture, and hopefully it's not too glary. I'll try to see if I can see it. And I will post this on my Facebook group. So behind my desk sits all of my paper from close to my heart. I used to separate the current under my working desk. So I had all my close to my heart that was current papers under my working desk. I now have Stampin' Up! Paper over there because that is the company I am with now. So this is all my close to my heart paper. You can see that there are 2 rows, and there's actually 2 more rows of paper, and I probably have 200 packs. So you can see that there are different styles of containers because I've never had the money, and I'm just not the type of person to stop using something and have it all. Yeah, I'm not matchy-matchy. I'm using what I have. So and all of this that you're seeing, the shelf, the containers, everything, I've gotten at garage sales or secondhand. I haven't purchased any of these new, except for I did purchase, as close to my heart was going out, I purchased their paper holders. So I'm going to talk a little bit about how I store collections. So close to my heart, in every collection, they have a, the collection had a name. So I'm going to go ahead and I have 2 types. I store them by collection, and I also store them by theme. So the ones, I'll talk about themes first. So at a garage sale, I was able to purchase the Totally Tiffany set. And so this is, one of my themes is baby. So I store them, and I use them differently than if you go on Totally Tiffany's site. She arranges paper by color. She does rainbow color, and they have these huge holders that I like these, but they have them on these great big stands. That does not work for me. It takes a huge amount of space. So I have some slotted shelves. Not all my shelves are slotted, but I have the small slotted shelves. I believe they originally came from Michael's. So I just slide these huge, I think they're called spinders. I didn't buy them new, so I don't know all the names. So for my theme, so first of all, how I determined the theme was close to my heart. Their paper packs and we'll look at this one, this first one. This is from As We Grow. I determined that it was a baby pack because, hello, it has baby right here. And with Close to My Heart, they would have one hero paper. The hero paper was basically the theme of the pack. So this is blue. I determined that this would go into the baby collection because it had baby on it. And that's how I would use this collection. I'm going to use this collection as baby. So when you are organizing your collections, you need to think about, what am I going to use it for? Is it going to be like everybody else? No, because we're all individuals. You might look at this and think, oh, I would put this in the gardening section. You go right ahead. It's how you're going to use it. And so on Close to My Heart, every collection had a title, or a collection had a name. As You Grow. So this is As You Grow. I'm a librarian. I arrange all my paper alphabetically. That includes cardstock. I arrange it alphabetically by its name because I have no, I can't tell the reds and oranges. That would be a big mess, and it'd be very frustrating for me, to be quite honest. So I put my whole collection in here. If it has, so on this one they had, so all the 12 by 12 slide in here. The stickers slide in here. So I have my baby section. That's my theme. So I go baby. Then they had the PML cards that went with it. So I put my PML cards with this. I bought all of this secondhand. Then I have animal crackers, which is an older one. I have the stamps. The stamps that went with it, the stamps were with a collection. So if it were like this, went with the Georgie paper pack. This stamp set was with the paper pack. It says baby. That's how I'm going to use it. That's how I'm going to store it. So all the extra, if I cut out extra little pieces, some of them later on with Close to My Heart, they had their own digital collection. If I cut out extra things, I would slide that in the pack. So everything, so if I decide, oh, I would love to use Into the Wild, everything that I need, stamp sets, paper, it's all going to be in here. I do not store the cardstock. How I store the cardstock is, see up at the top? So this is what I loved about Close to My Heart, was they have, if you're colorblind, this works out perfectly. So they have all the colors that were used in this pack. So if I was going to use this pack, maybe I wanted to use the title Explore. I'm going to cut it out and I'm going to sew it, and I want to put it on a paper pack. Then I am going to go and I think, what colors go with this? I go the charcoal, and I store my cardstock separately. So I would go to charcoal alphabetically, pull that charcoal, and pull out 2 pages or whatever I need and put it in there. I put my leftovers, like if I don't use the whole paper pack, I slide that in with my cardstock, so that, because as a scrapbooker, we have a lot of leftovers. I used to not keep, my goal was that if it was less than 6 inches, I didn't keep it. If it was like it was 2 by 6, I wouldn't. If it was less than that, I wouldn't use. Probably 4 by 4 was my smallest. I'm keeping a little bit more because, as you know, Close to My Heart is out of business. So eventually I will put these in. There's a lot of zip strips, and these have zip strip containers, and I'm always keeping an eye out for the total, anything that's at a garage sale that fits with what I have. I will go ahead and pick that up, and so yeah. Organization stuff can really run you up a lot of money, and I've just never had the extra money to do that. And I'm hoping I'm not as organized as I like to be. Actually, I'm a hot mess, but I do like how I store and organize paper. My paper, if someone wants a specific paper pack, even though I have like probably 400 different paper packs in my room, I can come up with it normally. So this is nursery. Sweet Harmony, Sweet Safari. So they are all alphabetical. So that's how I store my collections if they are a theme. And these are my themes, and I will leave this picture and list of themes. I will put it in the comments below. I'll type those up. Your themes are going to be different than my themes. It's really, I don't separate by theme unless I have at least 3 or 4 packs to be in that theme. Otherwise, I will just go by their collection name. The smallest collections I have a thing for bugs because my grandson loves bugs. So I have a section for bees and insects. So paper, there was a Dream Big was one that had it. Sweet as Honey was a collection. Buzz and Bumble was a selection of bees. And Stampin' Up! Right now currently has a bees. And when I'm finished with that one, their bee is called, I can't remember what their bee paper is called, but I'll try to decide whether I'm going to put it with the theme or not, if I'm going to mix my companies. I don't normally do that. I know that that is a kind of an unusual thing. Most of you buy more than just from close to my heart. I do realize that. So what you might want to do is if you have a favorite company, you might want to divide them by companies and then divide them by paper pack names. It's how you remember. Like if I'm working for, how are you going to look that paper pack up? So if you're thinking about a paper pack, I always think of it by the collection name. You might think of it, oh, that is my graphic 45 paper. So you might want to store it that way. So, and you might want to go by color or theme, but I go by alphabet. So it's really how you use it. So that is how I do my themed ones. I will show you how I do my alphabet ones. So I'm going to put this in back. It's right in back of my head where I'm doing all my fun working. And then I will show you one that I do by collection. So there are many different types of paper holders that have come and gone through the years. This one was at a garage sale, so of course I grabbed it. I do have I have the close to my heart ones, but this one, so I have my collection. This is Bloom with Grace. It was a workshop, so I put all the workshop pieces in here. If it is if the color retired, and I would leave the colored cardstock in here. If the color was retired or I didn't have much of it left, I would leave it in here. But I store the stamps, I store the PMLs, all the stuff together, and it's alphabetical. So but if you thought of this paper, maybe you didn't think of this paper, maybe you thought of this paper as sunflowers, you could definitely put that in your thematic thing, but I do it alphabetically. So this is by collections. So all my collections are alphabetical. So this is Bloom with Grace, and so that's how I store it. Let me talk about how I store my cardstock. So cardstock. My favorite container is no longer available. I'm going to pull this up here, and maybe you can see it, maybe you can't. So this is my favorite container. So these are all of my, this is actually Stampin' Up. So I have my Stampin' Up colors alphabetical, and I have my close to my heart colors alphabetical. So the first one of this one it's Azure Afternoon. So it's my 12 by 12. I only use 12 by 12. I bought a few when I first came into Stampin' Up. They did not have a whole lot of 12 by 12. So what I do with theirs is they have 12 by 12 and it's in color families. I separate those by their actual name. So I took this out from whatever color family it was in. This was with the Brights. So I took it out and I put all my Azure Afternoons, 12 12 by 12 because I only use 12 by 12 paper. I am only a scrapbooker. I do not do, I can do cards, and I do have one card club a month, but actually, to be quite honest, my friend is the one that kind of designs and does that because I am just not that one. So these are, this is the envelopes that I have for these. For my close to my heart ones, I did buy the close to my heart ones that they had that was actually branded close to my heart, and I have those in there, and I store them alphabetical. So with the Stampin' Up! Ones, I take them out of their family names. They are starting to get single color packs. The single color packs they have right now that are two-tone are, they have Pool Party, Garden Green, Real Red. They have a black I love because we never had two-tone black in the past. So, but anyway, with cardstock, I do it by name. So on Close to My Heart, they have the colors listed at the top. With Stampin' Up, if I can find, let me see if I can find one. I'll show you where they list their colors. And I use it the same way as I do the others. And that is really one of the reasons that I went ahead and stayed with Stampin' Up was I wanted a cardstock that I could match my paper to. So on these, let me pull one out. So they have all their paper packs. Let me find the paper pack. Okay. So with Stampin' Up's paper packs, they don't have a zip strip, which makes me kind of sad. I love the zip strips. But on the back of their paper, they have a thicker cardstock, and then they list the colors right here. So this is where they list their colors. So I can still look at the colors that I need for this paper pack, and I don't lose this one because I would not be able to tell which blue it was. So I would just go, and if I'm matching this one, I would look for, okay, I know I have Night of Navy. I would go find that alphabetically from my pack. So I hope this helps. It may not be helpful to you at all, but hopefully it will get you to thinking and realizing there is no wrong way for you to organize your paper if it works for you. You don't have to do it like everyone else. I don't have to arrange I'm not the least bit concerned. Like when people come and ask me where a paper is, I usually ask them what color they want and I go find it for them. I am a vendor at an event, so I have my paper out and I just explain my colors are not rainbow order. I have them alphabetically. If you tell me what paper pack you're looking for or what color you're looking for, I can have you find it. But I think sometimes we think, well, I watched a video and they arranged theirs in rainbow color. If that doesn't work for you and you won't be able to find it, is it really organized if it doesn't work for you? So I guess my greatest advice is go ahead and find a way that works for you. And if it works for you, it's the right way. It's right for you. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. Sorry, I would love to do a video around my room. Well, first I'd have to really clean it because I'd be humiliated. But I hope that kind of lets you know kind of how I do things. And another way I would like to encourage you to is you don't have to buy all new stuff. Just look around, hit the thrift stores, hit garage sales, look on Marketplace. There are all kinds of things for you to do crafting, even if you are financially not in the place where you should be spending money on yourself. It just feels really good. You can find really inexpensive stuff in a variety of places. So I hope you have happy crafting. I hope this is helpful. If you have a really cool way that you organize yours, please drop me a line on, I would love to know, because I think I'm kind of unusual in that I alphabetize everything, but you do understand that I was a librarian for quite a few years. So I would love it if you would drop a line and a comment on how you organize your stuff. Um, Talk to you later. And tomorrow I am back to Christy's Beautiful Life. So I'm determined to finish all those. It's been great fun. Talk to you later. Thanks. Bye.